Solving using matrices is easily done by using the graphing calculator, and you really have to be familiar with this matrix button right here. It's x to the negative 1, which second x to the negative 1. So if I want to go ahead and label a matrix A, I have to go into the edit mode for A, and in the problem I have a 2 by 2 matrix. So I'm going to put a 2, and that's 2 rows by 2 columns, and it's going to give me the fields at what I have to put in. So at this point it's -2, and when you hit enter it goes over to the next one. 5, 3, and -1. And I also want to go into the matrix and do the same thing for the B matrix. And so what I want to do is actually go back to edit, go to the B matrix, and it's a 2 rows by 1 column. 2 rows by 1 column. And when you do that, 24 and -10. 24 and -10. And once you have those entered, now what you want to do is place those matrices in the correct form. It's A inverse times B. And so I want to name those matrices. So I want to do matrix A. And when you do to the -1, that's not -1 power. It's just saying that's the inverse matrix of A times matrix B. And when you do that, you're going to get -2 and 4. This is your X matrix, which is your X and your Y. So your X here is -2, your Y is -4. Now, on the next example that I had, I'm going to go to the matrix again. And instead of a 2 by 2, I want to edit it by saying a 3 by 3. And again, I want to label all of the numbers. So 1, -1, 2, 1, 0, -1. And you're going to see how easy this is compared to actually doing a process of elimination or a substitution step. And then I have to go to the next one, which is a 3 by 1 matrix. And again, I'm filling in the numbers of the example that I did in the lesson. And one error is going to create a lot of problems and give you the wrong answer. So you really want to double check those numbers, make sure it's right. Now, once you quit out of this, a very convenient function of the calculator is if you hit second enter, it's going to bring up exactly what was before it. However, I have new values in those matrices. When you hit enter, you're going to get those numbers for your X, Y, and Z. And so that's a little bit of a recap in terms of how to use inverse matrices to solve for your X, Y, and your Z.